life. It's unexpected. You never know when something's gonna happen. So I did a whole video with LeBron James, a short, talking about how he was playing without Anthony Davis, going crazy. I'm thinking AD's injured, he's gonna come back. All of a sudden, I got a notification that you see on the screen with Shams. And you know what? I didn't think it was fake. Because I said to myself, Shams don't seem like the guy who gets his account hacked or puts out some information that ends up being totally false. I was like, I'm gonna roll with him. I think it's real. And as the notification started coming in, it was like, wow. So I have a lot of questions about this, a lot of surprise, as all of you guys do, and everyone who's really an NBA fan. First of all, why would the Mavericks want to trade Luka Doncic? I can understand from the Lakers side. If Luka is available, go get him. I'd rather have Luka on my team than Anthony Davis. But the Mavericks, what's going on there? And Mark Cuban, correct me if I'm wrong, he doesn't own the team anymore, because I know he loved Luka Doncic. He looked at him like Dirk Nowitzki kind of player in terms of staying with the team and winning a championship, being the staple with the franchise. I pulled up the team contracts for the Mavericks just to look at what's going on. And Luka is still under contract for this year, obviously, the next year after, and then he has a player option. But my head started going to, well, what about Kyrie Irving? Did Kyrie know this was going to happen? Did something happen with him and Luka? There's so many questions. I'm doing this video nearly 20 minutes just after, within 30. So we're going to get our answers soon enough when more reports come out. I will say this, for the Lakers, I think this is an absolute steal. Let's actually go over the trade a little bit. So the Lakers are getting Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris in exchange for Max Christie, who is a good young player. I've seen him 3-and-D kind of guy, and a first round pick. Just the fact that they're getting the Lakers two solid role players in this as well. I don't know how this is not a win for them. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving went to the finals by themselves with that duo being the nucleus of the team. Kyrie Irving won a championship with LeBron. Luka is better than Kyrie. Luka and LeBron together, that's insane. Like, when I look at Luka Doncic, he is like LeBron James, just without the defense and athleticism. Outside of those two things, there's not anything that LeBron could do that Luka can't, in my opinion. Y'all can tell me if you agree with that or not. What makes this whole trade even more ironic is the fact that just recently Anthony Davis was sitting down with Shams, who reported this trade, and he said, yo, we need to make a trade and get another big. I don't want to play at the 5 anymore. I got to play at the 4. Well, now that Anthony Davis is traded to the Mavericks, it looks like that's going to continue happening, him playing at the center spot, unless you put Derek Lively at the 5 and move over Anthony Davis to the 4. And as I'm making this video, I just saw that the GM of the Mavericks, Nico Harrison, said that I believe that getting an all-defensive center and an all-NBA player with a defensive mindset gives us a better chance. We're built to win now and in the future. Wow. Are you telling me that they traded Luka Doncic just for the standpoint that he doesn't play defense? Or he's not a good defender? Look, I like Anthony Davis, but overall, I would still take Luka Doncic. Like, this is very weird to me. I'm really wondering what happened. You don't see these kind of moves unless there was something behind the scenes that was happening where Luka Doncic himself didn't want to be there, or there was some tension. It's just very rare to see somebody say we're trading our superstar player away, and we're doing it for defensive reasons. Something else I want to point out to why, from the Mavericks standpoint, I just don't understand this. Luka Doncic is more healthy oftentimes than Anthony Davis. You traded away a superstar player for someone who could still look like a superstar themselves. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make it seem like Anthony Davis is not capable of putting a team on his back. But health-wise, availability, I still rather Luka Doncic on top of the talent that he has. And if this trade wasn't even more bizarre enough, usually when you see a big trade involving these kind of talented players, it happens within the opposite conferences. You don't want to strengthen or have the potential of strengthening another team that you may have to face very early in the playoffs, or someone that you're fighting for when it comes to the seeding in your conference. Here's another update for y'all as they just keep coming in the more and more I record. Shams put out a tweet on X saying that the Mavericks approached the Lakers recently and offered Luka Doncic. Sources tell ESPN. Lakers brass met and believe the 25-year-old Doncic has the ability to be the face of their franchise for the next decade, while giving Anthony Davis a win-now move in Dallas. What win-now move? No, like they're not going to win with that squad. I'm sorry. If you're a Mavericks fan, if I was a Mavericks fan, I would feel bad right now. This is not going to win a championship. I like the combination of Kyrie and Anthony Davis. That will make the playoffs. You'll make a little bit of noise, but to get a chip, y'all tell me if I'm tripping, if you think I'm wrong. Now I'm also seeing reports that LeBron James may get traded himself, maybe to the Warriors or traded in general, which is not totally shocking or crazy to me. LeBron James is 40, even though he's playing at an elite level. If you're trying to think about your future, it is time to move on from him. Though they traded a first-round pick in order to get Luka Doncic back, I'm assuming the mindset is we have Luka and LeBron. Oh no, we're going for it, which is why we gave up a pick. Unless they trade LeBron and get back some other picks in return. I don't know what's going on, man. I may have to cap the video right here because there's too much reports and I don't want to keep just talking and, updating it as I go. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you're thinking about all of this. I would love to hear because I got so many different thoughts and opinions just scattered through my brain. I've never seen a move like this happen. Again, I'm going to keep saying it unless there was a rift or some sort of tension. Like Jimmy Butler gets traded. Okay, we all saw that coming. This is one of those blindsided hits. You look around like, where did this come from? And so my honest opinion, just my overall takeaway, I like Luka and LeBron. I would keep that. I wouldn't trade LeBron. I like that duo. I would try to do something with it before LeBron James retires. On the Mavericks side, I don't understand it at all. I don't get it. But you could tell me why I'm wrong or why you think I'm right, or if you have a totally different opinion. Like, share, and subscribe. Salute for listening. Comment, as I said before. I'm going to have an update and other videos about this when more people start talking about it for sure. With that being said, stay tuned to the channel. I'm out.